Hey guys, Mystic Eve here, still in North Carolina. I wanted to do one more video in this beautiful camper. Thank you, Melissa and Sarah, so much for a wonderful time, a wonderful place, and beautiful co-creation with your tattoos. This place she plans on putting on Airbnb, and I have to say, I give it a 5-star rating. It's supercharged with crystals, magic, love. There's so much love in this place. I feel it so deep. It feels like home, and it's quiet, and it's in a beautiful location in the mountains of North Carolina. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you watch till the end to find out who we're going to be crawling into bed with. I'm really excited. I have 75 subscribers. I know, it's ridiculously low. But, it's always nice to be happy with what you got. I am trying to make these videos faster and more interesting and talking faster. You see, I'm a Southerner, which we're known for talking slow. And then on top of that, I really choose my words carefully. So I talk even slower. Thank you for your patience and your focus. It does take a skill to be able to really listen. So I'm going to start doing these card spreads earlier in the video and just, get on with it. So one thing I noticed today when I looked at the current chart is that all of the planets are dancing on one side of the party. Now, when that happens, there's this whole side of the party that's empty. So it can feel a bit like the yin-yang is like not together. It's like separated. Like, definitely be careful about, being judgmental and stuff like that. But the planets on the outer edge of this bowl-shaped party, they're the ones that are kind of highlighted, right? They're the ones that I see and look at. And the last video was about Mars and Venus dancing, and they are definitely on the upper edge of the party in Capricorn. 2 goats dancing on the edge of the party. Now, on the other side of the bowl, on the other side of the party, we have the Moon and Uranus. Well, that's an interesting combination. And they're both in Taurus. So, goats and cows get along. They both have horns. They're both earth-based, They're like in that field. They're very strong. Very protective. Very super chill. I mean, a goat can get kind of crazy, but, the goat sees the cow, and the cow exemplifies the goat. They're just like, oh, okay, we're good. We're good. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the nodes. In astrology, you probably, if you're into astrology, know them as the North and the South Node. You might even have read that it's the dragon that crosses your birth chart. Now, there's the dragon's head in the North Node, and the dragon's tail in the South Node. These are mathematical points. You can look this up, where the sun and the moon cross. So it definitely has a lot to do with the inner, outer, the forward and the back, right? So at the party, they're the front and the back door. The front door is the presentation. It's what you're striving to be, you know? Some people have some really nice front doors, right? And the back door is where you hang out. Like, it's your back porch, it's the hangout spot, it's the chill spot, it's the past. Now, the back door can get dirty if you don't clean it. That's where you take out the trash, you know, and if it's the dragon's tail, that's where the shit comes out. That's where all the shit comes out. So if you don't keep it clean, well, how do I do that? Well, you know, look into it, find out where your south node is, and, you know, clean that shit up if you need to. Most of the people I have read charts for have very clean back doors. I like a clean back door. You know, I like to chill on a back porch. So, let's see what the cards have to say. And I did want to mention that the back door is in Taurus right now. So the moon, the magic mirror, at the party, I kind of, not in a derogatory way, but see her as a bathroom. You know, you go to the bathroom to look at the mirror and see how you're doing. See if you need to take a break from the party. Or see if you're looking good, you know? Be like, yeah, these jeans make my ass look really good. Let me go party some more. So, alright, we got center, north, south, east, and west. Let's see what we got going on here. What do we have in the center? The 5 of Swords. Now, 5 is the number of Mars. 5 is the in-between worlds. On the edge of the party. The sword is air, and it's forged. It's made. So, this is a very armed Mars. He's ready. He's trained. He's at the edge of the party in conjunction with Venus. He is ready to protect us. Mars. Oh, geez, revolution. We got that Uranus on the other side of the party. We've got the moon. Oh, the feels. The feels. I'm going to get banned from YouTube for telling everybody to rise up and start a revolution. We've got to take back what's ours, man. I mean, you know, if you want to play the game that way. The earth is suffering. I feel her deeply. And a lot of people don't know what to do about this. And Mars with Uranus both want freedom. They're both ready to be revolutionary and change the world. And with Venus next to Mars, the beauty queen, at his back, and the moon at Uranus's back, I mean, you know, it's feeling good. So, it's, you know, it's scary to change. Change. Why do I do that? Repeating the words I know in a YouTube video is is difficult to watch because you're like, yeah, 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 change. Yeah, yeah. You've said that before. I have learned through teaching my daughter that repetition is important. The words are powerful, right? To change the world is scary. Like, what the hell, what are we, how are we going to do that? I mean, you start on this spiritual path, and it's changing yourself first. You've got to change yourself and start being conscientious of what you consume. Not only what you eat, that's extremely important as well, but what you buy, what you bring home. How much plastic are you actually consuming? Bringing in and having to throw out. What's going out your back door? Look at the trash. Okay. Look at your trash. I know, I said that before. This planet is suffering underneath our shit. So what's in the north? What's in the air? What is going on in our brains? The Eight of Hearts. We've got the movement of our emotions. Hearts is cups is water. Eight is a really fluid number. And you have to move through these emotions to be able to change. It's also scary to feel. Sometimes when I feel my feels and I go deep, it's kind of like when I'm about to get a tattoo. It's like, oh shit, here we go. Oh God, like it's like, oh God, here we go. Can I handle this? It's heavy. It hurts. Can I handle this? Can I come out of it? Can I carry it? Can I carry the weight of how much pain that I feel from the planet? And the planets above us, around us, are starving. They're starving for our attention. They're on one side of the party, and if you're on the other, the empty side, I mean, you're not watching this video if you're on that side, because this is all about astrology. You have to be into it to be watching my videos. Anyway, the majority of the human race are not giving these planets any energy. Now think about that for a second. Think about that nothing exists except light, frequency, and vibration. These planets are giving you everything, giving us everything. The sun, we wouldn't be here. We would not be here without the sun. I know this sounds ridiculous. Like, come on, Eve, everybody knows this, but no, feel it. Feel the gratitude to the sun, to the planet. The rays will speak. I mean, not in tongues. I mean, well, there's more way that... Anyway. Symbols in your mind, sometimes in your vision, The downloads come however they come for you. However your brain and your imagination works. The Egyptian image of the sun rays with hands, dude, that's real. I felt that. Those sun rays have hands, and they can get real sensual. Woo! 8 of Hearts. To love these planets, to send them, Tantra. I've been talking a lot about Tantra. What do I do with my prana? Oof. Right up to all the planets. All of them. Depends on what I'm doing, but it goes straight up. In the north. Alright. What's in the south? What's grounding us? What's keeping us sane through all of this pain? We've got the Ace of Swords. Whew. To be the master swordsman. To be the master. Of your mind. Because air in the ground, absolutely your mind grounds you. Absolutely what you think keeps you grounded. Keeping your focus on light, love, the elements, worshiping the elements. Air. Focusing on your breath. Let's talk about air for a second. Let's talk about smell for a second. The ability to focus on your breath is the ability to control your emotions. And being able to calm your emotions. Woo, you want to talk about Mars in war? When you're at the front lines? I mean, I've never been there. I've never been to, Mars either. But I feel it heavily. That sensory overload shit is real. But it's such a blessing, I say this so many times that superpowers, Marvel, that shit's real. Those superpowers can be curses. They are heavy burdens. They are hard to carry. They are heavy. And if you don't train yourself to be able to carry these emotions and these feelings, if you let yourself be ruled by them, let's even say ruled by a diagnosis. Oh, well, this is just my diagnosis. I know, I'm getting into scary waters. The trained master to be a magician. And the more you can feel, the stronger you're going to be. So those of us that are on the edge, again, the edge of the party, the edge of the world, those of us that don't fit in, that are like sensory overload all the time, they will be the strongest. They are the mages, right? All of us have different qualities. We've got the tanks, I kind of feel like I'm a tank. We've got the mages. We've got the hunters. You know, we've got the rogues. The real sneaky, sneaky, sneaky ones. Okay, moving along. Being a master of air will ground you. What's in the east, what is coming up over the hill to bring us a new day, is Seven of Hearts. The planets, all of them. The watery emotions, to send them emotional information. The planets have to know what's going on down here. And we are God's consciousness. What we experience, what we see, and what we feel is information. It's very much like, you know, if we're not sending the information to the planets of, hey guys, this is what's going on down here. We need your help. We need you. And this is cyclical. This has happened so many times before. So many times before. And I'm pretty sure I've been here every single time. Every single time. It's like this is just a freaking water slide that I personally just keep climbing up that hill to slide down, you know. And climbing up the hill sucks sometimes, you know. You're carrying your inner tube or whatever. And you're standing in line and you're just like, oh my God, is this worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And then you get on your inner tube and you're about to go down the slide and it's so fucking worth it. It's so worth it. Yeah. I'll come back again and again and again and again. Like the sun rises. Again and again and again. So at the end of the day, who are we going to crawl in bed with? The Jack of Hearts. Ooh, I love crawling into bed with him. The emo kid. The emotions. The inner child. Okay. To be able to pray as a child. You know how the picture of a child praying touches you deeper than the picture of an adult praying? You're just like, you're good. Oh my God. My daughter is my guru. I just contacted a very old friend of mine that went down a very deep, dark tunnel. You know what he said has healed him the most? The kids. Getting back into art, because he was an old apprentice. One of my first apprentices, way back in the day, I was 20, he was probably like 16. We spent a lot of time together at the shop. And sitting down and doing art with his child, he said, has healed him and has gotten him off all of the freaking drugs. I'm not telling you what to do. I am not advocating that. Get off the pills. the medical system is broken. And I'm not going to get into that. You know, it's kind of like the trash. Nobody wants to sit around and talk about the shit. Now, we need to, but not on this channel. I mean, I'm going to skirt around the edge. You know, you just tickle the edge a little bit. Just enough to get it excited and think about it. Think about the shit that's coming out. And recognize the shit for what it is. You know, one of the things that I learned in an early age when I was a manager at a barn is that you have to train yourself to see the shit, to pick it up, because you're at a barn. You know, I mean, there's a lot of shit to deal with when you're working on a farm. And yeah, like if you're not trained to see it, you will literally just walk by it and just accept it for what it is. And then you have a nasty, disgusting, shit-filled barn or back door. You know? This child feels everything and will tell you. So, thank you so much for watching. I will put all of the links below. I have spiritual journals published on Amazon. I have a Patreon account, and I just thought about a really good idea that in one of my tiers on Patreon, I can give you mad discounts on tattoos when I come through on tour. I don't charge hourly for my tattoos because I don't like to think about time. But if you join my Patreon and you help me out, or help Coma out, because it really does. Like, I buy art supplies with this for everybody. I really do take care of people that come to Coma. And they take care of me too. But and Sophie, you know, we've got little Sophie to think of as well. And, you know, I would love to get the comments going. So even if you send me an emoji on the comments, like you know, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And please share. That also helps out a lot. Just sharing this video, and the more people see it, I don't know. Maybe we can all come together. Maybe together we can do something about the craziness. So whether you're traveling physically or mentally, may it be in love and light. And don't forget the lube. Never forget the lube. Ciao.